The music theory of fun. In my previous episode, Who Killed the Fun, I told the story of how music was intentionally transformed from a fun and communal activity into fear propaganda that's consumed alone, all within a few decades. I concluded with an invitation to make something fun, and then to share it with the world. We need it. The most revolutionary thing we can do in this age of consumption is to create. But there's a caveat. If our creations add to the fear and division, then the world is better off without them. That's why it's essential that what we make adds love and unity to society. And arguably the best way to do that is to spread light-hearted fun. Fun, and I mean healthy fun, is the antithesis of fear. Now, when it comes to music, there's generally two characteristics that make a song fun. These two characteristics map onto the two elements of music, pitch and rhythm. The first characteristic of fun music is an uplifting vibe. That's the pitch element. The second characteristic is a dancey groove. That's the rhythmic element. So in this episode, we'll be taking a look at what specific features make music uplifting and dancey. When it comes to uplifting songs, they tend to be in major keys and inspire us to sing along. As this characteristic falls into the pitch category, what we're talking about here in practical terms is melody and harmony. In most songs, the main melody will be the vocal line, and the harmony will be the accompanying chords, usually played on a guitar or synth. So, put simply, singing a melody in a major scale makes us feel good. And by the way, if you're new to music and you want to understand scales and chords, you can learn all the basics in my free book, 12 Music Theory Hacks to Learn Scales and Chords. Now, let's look at the second characteristic, danceability, which falls into the rhythm category. Songs with dancey grooves tend to have a backbeat snare drum on the 2 and 4, and often include a syncopated rhythm played on the kick drum and or bass guitar. This moves us to dance along. And by the way, if you're new to syncopation, it's just a fancy word for accenting an offbeat. To learn about this and everything else you need to know about drums, read my Hack Drum Beats PDF. It's worth mentioning here that the classic 4 on the floor kick drum pattern, which pretty much every song in the dance genre uses, is also a great way to get people moving. However, unless a syncopated rhythm is added to it, perhaps in the bass line, it gets really boring really quickly. Okay, so let's bring this music theory to life with a couple examples. For uplifting music, listen to Don't Worry Baby by the Beach Boys. You'll instantly feel that this song is in a major key. It's almost impossible not to sing along, and it feels so good when you do. Go on, I dare you, just surrender and sing along. And for an example of dancey music, check out Get Up, Get Into It, Get Involved by James Brown. It's almost impossible not to move to that groove. And don't resist. Resistance is futile. Let your body dance. You know you want to. Now, while the Beach Boys song is obviously in a major key, the James Brown song is actually in a minor key, which is normally considered to sound sad. But in the context of a super funky groove, minor keys can feel super fun, especially when they're using the minor pentatonic scale, like in this song. If you're new to pentatonic scales, the minor pentatonic is simply the natural minor scale without its second and sixth notes. This scale is a funk favorite, along with its even funkier sister, the blues scale. To learn my hacks for these scales, as well as all the modes, check out my songwriting and producing PDF. This James Brown song is a great example of how fun music doesn't need to have both characteristics. You can either use a major key to create an uplifting vibe, or you can use a backbeat snare and syncopated rhythm to create a dancey groove. However, while you don't need to use both characteristics, please feel free to do so if you want double the fun. Lastly, if you're interested in reading my free book or any of the PDFs I mentioned, you can download them from hackmusictheory.com. There's also 30 free PDF tutorials over there, which are step-by-step musical recipes you can follow to instantly make music in any genre. Electronic to hip-hop, classical to metal, and everything in between. They also cover all the instruments from piano to synth to vocals to bass to drums. It's all there. Enjoy. On top of the free book, 30 free PDFs, and over 220 free YouTube tutorials. I don't paywall any of these episodes either. I don't want to exclude anyone. But if you're enjoying all these free offerings and want me to make more, please support my work by becoming a paid subscriber. It's only about the cost of one coffee per month, but if enough people join, then I can pay the rent and keep doing this work. To sign up, please visit hackmusictheory.com/join. If you can't afford to at the moment though, no problem, you can give Hack Music Theory a 5-star rating in your podcast app. That supports my work too. Either way, thank you so much and welcome aboard the Songwriter's Ark, where all the music making skills are being preserved through this global AI flood. The flood shall pass, the skills will last.